Why Facebook became Meta? Let us discuss the inside story of the rebranding exercise of Facebook becoming Meta. On 28th of October 2021, Mark Zuckerberg announced that Facebook will become Meta and Facebook will now be known as a Metaverse company rather than a social media company. Now, what does it mean? Now, Mark Zuckerberg is looking at the future of internet. Now, he wants to build technology to connect. That's what he has done for Facebook. Now, he wants to put people at the center of the technology. That is the game plan. That is the game plan of Metaverse. That is the game plan of Meta, because they want to create the biggest creator economy. So let us talk about this. Let us try to understand few more things besides why Facebook became Meta to understand the complete picture. So welcome to Marketing by Vijay. I am Dr. Vijay Prakash Anand. Let us hear the inside story. So there are 4 reasons why Facebook became Meta. Facebook is a business and that's a listed company. So it has to keep its investors happy. It means it needs to earn a lot of profits and it needs to sustain in the market for a long run. So what is happening now? Now younger population or the younger crowd or the younger audience is leaving Facebook and they are hooked to TikTok. They are hooked to Snapchat and they are hooked to all other social media platforms. What does it mean? It means that Facebook will be having lesser businesses in the times to come from the younger population. And as you know, younger population is the most vibrant population on social media platform. Vibrant means they spend a lot of time. Once they spend a lot of time, they watch a lot of ads. Once they watch a lot of ads, it generates a lot of revenue for the company. So that's what Facebook is trying to do in terms of Meta. So they are creating the virtual reality platform where younger population will be interested into, because they are into gaming and they like gaming a lot. They like virtual reality. And then there is a game called Second Life. And then there are other games also which gives you the possibility of being present, okay, and play the games with your friends. Now that becomes a youth focused strategy. So it will help Meta to attract and retain young users. The Metaverse could help with the company's demographic crisis if it encourages young people to strap on their Oculus headsets and hang out in Horizon, Facebook's social virtual reality space, instead of watching TikTok videos and spending time on other social media platforms. So in that way, Meta is very, very futuristic. Mark Zuckerberg is looking at the future of internet where he can gain a lot of market share with younger population. And that is the game. So that's what you need to understand the game. Okay, so why Facebook became Meta? So that is the most prominent reason. Now let us talk about the second prominent reason why Facebook became Meta. Before that, let me ask you a question. Okay, which are the technology platforms or which are the technology companies which are very, very popular in this world right now? So you will think about Google, you will think about Apple, and then you will think about universe of Facebook. Okay, so what is happening? Now all the people are hooked to smartphones. And who owns the smartphones? The smartphones are owned by Google and Apple. Can you tell me why? Because they own the operating systems. So Google is having the Android platform and Apple is having the iOS platform. So some way or the other, Facebook is dependent upon Google and Apple. Okay, and that may restrict their growth pattern. Now Facebook will control their destiny through Meta. Okay, and that's what they are trying to do. So a metaverse strategy, if it worked, could finally get Facebook out from under Google and Apple's thumbs by steering users to Facebook-owned platforms like Oculus, where it does not need to worry about getting kicked out on the application stores and all. Okay, so Facebook will create their own platform and they will be directly linked to customers, and in that way they can restrict the dominance of Apple as well as Google, and that becomes a massive strategy. That becomes a strategic initiative by Facebook, why Facebook became Meta. Now, Meta is also going to solve the third problem. What is the problem? The problem is the regulatory risk. So what is happening? Facebook is operating all across the world. So they are operating in USA, European countries, India, Brazil and all. Okay. In all the countries, there are different types of regulations. And then there is the restriction on competition also. That's why you cannot acquire each and every company. And that's what Facebook has done. They have already acquired Instagram, they have acquired WhatsApp and all, Oculus and all. Okay, so in this space, in social media space, it may not be possible to acquire furthermore, and there is no possibility looking for that. But in the virtual reality space, in the augmented reality space, the space is open, the frontier is open, and they can acquire the companies, and there is no competition as such, because nobody is building the metaverse as Facebook is building currently. Okay, now Microsoft can come into picture, Google can also come into picture, Apple can come into picture, but it may take some time. So they have taken the first mover advantage, and that's what going to happen, and that's why they will also forego the regulatory risk through Meta. Okay, now let us talk about the fourth aspect. Fourth aspect is very, very important for Facebook. Okay, there has been a lot of problems as far as public image of Facebook is concerned in many countries. Okay, so there have been political concerns, okay, where they have promoted or not promoted some kind of political parties. There have been a lot of concerns regarding the usage of Instagram with reference to girls. Okay, there have been a problem regarding their launching a cryptocurrency. Now Facebook has also been under scrutiny over the past several weeks after revelations based on damning internal documents provided to the Wall Street Journal by whistleblower Frances Haugen showed. All these things doesn't go well with the public image of Facebook, and that's what Facebook wants to change in the name of Meta. And you know, Facebook is a listed company, okay, so they need to keep their customers happy, and they want to go for more and more market capitalization, and it is only possible if the public image is good, company is doing well, they are gaining more and more customers, and that's why all these four reasons are there that they became Meta. And whether it will be successful or not, let us try to see in the next few years. But now the question is, building the metaverse will solve all the problems? It may or it may not. Okay, only the time will tell whether it will solve all the problems or not. But it's a very, very good strategic move by Mark Zuckerberg, where he wants to create the future of internet in terms of metaverse. And if it becomes successful, they will be having the front runner advantage. Okay, and they will win the game of metaverse. So what do you think of Meta? Is it going to work? If it is going to work, then we are going to live in virtual reality space. So whatever Mark Zuckerberg is showing the future of internet, we will be able to see, and we will be part of that virtual reality, and it will give a immersive 3D experience. Okay, so let us look forward to it. How does it play out? Okay, but it's a very, very good strategic move by Facebook becoming Meta, and it may work wonders for them because they are also having the front runner advantage in the metaverse space. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you like the video, please like and comment on the video and share your thoughts. If you would like to show more videos on different topics, you may write in the comment box. I will try to develop a video on those topics also.